What's up, y'all? So today we're gonna do a review to Cadence by Shriver's Inc. It was the very first song that I put out. It was strictly just an inspirational, motivational thing for guys who are gym and fitness enthusiasts. And it kind of just reflects that anybody from any background can, make the best out of everything. Um, so I'm gonna jump right into this review. We're gonna kind of skip through the song as it goes.
With goals and be reminders how regarded mental, body, and soul. Keep on pushing forward, gotta keep it on track. Gears are grinding in this motor bus machine in the back. And if it's popping from the shoulders, best believe it's gon' crack. Cause we strivers in the field, never learning to lack. Pushing concrete, pulling steel, these so fresh off the rack. Hitting burpees, Navy SEALs, another 100 on that. Some is fresh about the pen, some is
What that was, whenever I say feel the fuel of the ambition like a shark smelling blood, whenever I had first went through my treatment for my traumatic brain injury, the only thing I had was my body capabilities because my mental capabilities was like lacking. I couldn't really concentrate. I couldn't really remember too much stuff. So I had to rely on what I could physically do. Um, so as bad as I wanted to be successful or I wanted to make it through my treatment, that was as bad as I wanted it. They say, in order to succeed, you must want to achieve as bad as you want to breathe in order to succeed. And that was pretty much what it was. It was a saying that I said all the time, and I just kind of reworded it and put it into the beginning of the song.
keep on striving, militant minded, stay aligning with goals and be reminders how regarded mental, body, and soul. Keep on pushing forward, gotta keep it on track. Gears are grinding in this motor bus machine in the back. And if it's popping from the shoulders, best believe it's gon' crack. Cause we strivers in the field, never learning to lack. Pushing concrete, pulling steel, these so fresh off the rack. Hitting burpees, Navy SEALs, another 100 on that. Some is fresh about the pen, some is naturally stacked.
That right there will show you the diversity of like fitness. So you're able to, if you got a slab of concrete, you can do some push-ups. If you got a metal bar out there, you can do some pull-ups. Not everybody has to go to prison to get good things accomplished. You know what I mean? Those people who do, hey man, that's amazing that they're able to do those things. And those who ain't, hey, it's still amazing because we're making things happen in our community. You know what I mean? So that's what this song was about, was just mostly inspirational motivation to gym people.
Cadence, pushing, pull, extended tension, soldiers feeling it. Got me moving repetition as I'm calling cadence. Pushing, pull, extended tension, soldiers feeling it. Got me moving repetition as I'm calling.
I pronounce it cadence because it was the flow of the music. So if you guys understand what cadence means, it is not only just it counts to the movements of every workout, which also gives you better lung capacity and focus and things like that. But cadence in a song is pretty much like a tempo, like a beat. You know what I mean? So I intertwined the two. It was like where both worlds met together, and it was the best thing that sounded good. You know what I mean? So here we go.
As a strive, I persevere. Got me counting every motion, push the struggle with my fears. Maneuver through these obstacles, attacking in the gun. Keep your mind unstoppable, let your soul embrace the flight.
Again, this just shows like the hardships that you may go through physically, mentally, or whatever you're going through. And it just motivates you to go above and beyond what you're doing. You know what I mean? Um, that was pretty much just the message throughout the whole thing. So those guys who know how to actually do burpees, when you're doing burpees with other people, you want to make sure you're counting the cadence and you're working together because it's super like a teamship. It's really a teamwork, man. You guys, iron sharpens iron, and you're sitting there with the guy and you're pushing each other. You know what I mean? And you understand that it's you guys together moving towards a common goal. You know what I mean? So that's what that was.
Got me moving repetition as I'm calling cadence. Pushing, pull, extending tension, soldiers feeling it. Got me moving repetition as I'm calling cadence. Pushing, pull, extending tension.
Right there. So it just shows like burpees during the workouts. They're not just. It's not just a physical thing. It's a mental thing. You're keeping count. You're making sure that your peers working at the same pace. You know what I mean? You're not trying to, what I mean, drown the guy. You're not trying to, what I mean, go too slow or whatever. So that is a real big part of it. So that was the explanations of that.
Struggle, soldiers shining, showing brothers, machine grinding, moving sun, coming through and doing numbers.
Whenever I say shining, showing puddles, coming through and doing numbers, a lot of people like, you ain't got that many. It's not that. It's so. If you guys know, there's a whenever you're doing burpees, they're hard, and if you're doing a whole lot, like 500 to 1,000, that's a lot of numbers. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people are doing that. So that's the whole thing. Whether you're lifting weights, you know what I mean, you might be upping your weight where it's a lot more. You know what I mean? So that's the motivational thing. I'm not talking about running up my numbers and doing all. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get a intrinsic and extrinsic response to the audience to where they understand like, hey, this is motivational and I'm trying to push you to do better. You know what I mean? I'm not talking down on anybody. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. It's literally just to motivate.
Got me moving repetition as I'm calling cadence. Pushing, pulling, tension, soldiers feeling it. Got me moving repetition as I'm calling cadence. Pushing, pulling, tension, soldiers feeling it. Got me.
Alright, so that's that. That is the song Cadence by Strivers Inc. So that was just a little review breakdown of what the song was. It was literally a motivation and inspirational song to athletic and gym enthusiasts. You know what I mean? If you guys got any feedback, anything where I could have worked on something better, let me know. If you guys want to collab on some work, let me know. With that being said, keep that positivity strong and strive a lot, baby.
Push it down and explode off ground. Gotta keep the count, keep it motion as we set to run. Showcase your devotion as a strive, persevere. Got me counting every motion, push the struggle with my fears.